Hi, I'm Lauren Hamilton, accountant for therapists. Today I wanted to talk to you about bookkeepers and if you've ever thought about hiring a bookkeeper. So let's talk more about what that means, what they do, and what that can actually mean for you in your practice. Let's hop into it. So let's first talk about what a bookkeeper actually does. So this is going to be somebody who can work with an accounting system like QuickBooks or Xero and make sure that all of your bank transactions are coming in to those systems accurately. They're going to make sure that all of those transactions are coded properly and in the right accounts in your accounting system. They're also going to be able to produce your financial reports at the end of the month and give you those accurately. So a bookkeeper is really going to be a foundation for you in your practice to make sure that all of your financial information is recorded accurately monthly. So let's talk about what a bookkeeper will typically not do. If it's just a sole bookkeeper, they are not going to be able to file tax returns for you. They won't be able to help you decide business structure or advise you on business structure. They're not going to be able to create any tax saving strategies or give you any investment advice. And honestly, on that part, nobody should really be giving you investment advice unless you are working with an actual wealth management professional. So just because they don't do these items doesn't mean that they're not beneficial to your practice. What you might be currently doing now is, going into your accounting software maybe every other month, or it could even be at the end of the year, and then you're taking the time to go through and categorize all those transactions. A bookkeeper is going to be somebody who's going to be in there monthly and is going to be making sure everything is categorized correctly because they're going to have the training and the knowledge to know how to handle all of your transactions in that time frame. So if you're thinking about hiring a bookkeeper, these might be some things that you want to think about as you're making this decision. So, are you currently spending what you feel like is just too much time on your accounting and your bookkeeping? Or is it mentally draining for your finances? Maybe you're just not sure what it is that you're actually doing, and that keeps you up at night because, you're lying there thinking, oh, my accounting is a complete mess and I don't know what I'm doing. And I really wish I could find somebody to just do it all for me. And then that would just completely take that off of my mind. Another major thing, especially this time of year, is thinking about taxes. If your bookkeeping is not correct and not accurate, then you may not be making those quarterly tax payments correctly. And then when it does come time to tax season or filing your tax return, there might be a big surprise for you where you might owe more than what you were expecting. So, these are some reasons that I would encourage you to think through more. And again, thinking about is your time being well spent on these activities when it may just be causing you more anxiety? Whereas if you hire a professional to help you do this, then that will alleviate a lot of the stress and mental capacity that's taking up in your mind. So, even though those are some things that you might want to consider when you're trying to decide on hiring a bookkeeper, some things to keep in mind that maybe you not where you don't need one just yet. You may be fine doing it on your own for now. If your practice is very new, if your transaction volume is really low, so maybe you only have like 10 to 15 things that are coming through your bank account each month. You're comfortable just kind of learning the basics. I'm not sponsored by anybody, but I would recommend using a software like QuickBooks or Xero. They are the top contenders for accounting software. So if you're comfortable learning the basics of those, then you're good where you're at. And if you're just on reviewing your numbers regularly already and you feel comfortable doing that, then hiring a bookkeeper may not be necessary. And maybe all you really need is just a tax preparer to help you file your tax return. So let's talk about what it looks like when you actually do hire a bookkeeper and what you can expect from them. So, on top of just outsourcing the task of bookkeeping, you're going to get consistent organization, You'll get your monthly reconciliations, you'll get clean reports, you'll have less surprises at tax time, and hopefully a calmer relationship with your finances. Hear from most therapists that finances and money is always just such a massive fear, or, instills a lot of fear in them. And hiring a bookkeeper to keep those things together for you in an accurate way will really take a lot of that fear out of your mind. So when you're looking for a bookkeeper, I would definitely make sure that they will be doing those items for you, and make sure that they're also communicating with you regularly. They should be transparent with what is included in their services, especially for consistency. So as we've talked through some of these items, again, the most important question to ask is just, what would this mean for me if I hired a bookkeeper? So it could mean that, yes, you are going to be spending money on hiring this person. However, will the exchange for that be more peace of mind and less anxiety about actually going in and consistently doing your own bookkeeping? If you're still unsure about hiring a bookkeeper, I do offer a free financial health check. So this is a review that I will do with your accounting system so far, and I will give you notes on things that need to be updated or cleaned up, or things that you're actually doing right. You might be surprised to find that a lot of people sit there and think, I'm not doing any of this right in my accounting, when actually you are doing it correctly. So this would give you some peace of mind there. This is a, no judgment, no shame review. I just want to give you more clarity and peace of mind into your accounting system. If you're interested in that, the links for that will be in the show notes. I hope you found this information helpful, and if you did, please like and share it with another therapist who might find this information helpful as well. Until next time, be well.